is an interesting year. You've got your stars locked up long-term for the most part.
Whether you're a veteran guy or a young guy, this is all about the Jets winning.
There's another level that we need to get to. I want that now.
Jets training camp opened on Thursday and Cole Perfetti was absent, remaining at home until he hammers out a new deal.
So what happens with Cole Perfetti this year? He's an important piece.
There's some guys who look great here at the start of camp that'll have some opportunity to either elevate their role or to make the jump to the big league.
I look back on last season, we had a great regular season, but another disappointing first round exit, first round loss, and finding ways to get out of that first round is going to be huge.
And it's showtime from downtown Winnipeg.
It's been a busy summer. You're thinking about this all the way up. You're building towards the very first practice. The best teams end up being in the top 10 when it comes to being some of the best defensive teams. That's just history. And it's not something you can turn on and turn off. We want to make sure we did a fantastic job in the last couple of years. Last year, we obviously won the Jennings. That is our cornerstone. Everything else builds off of that.
The journey has begun for Winnipeg Jets training camp underway here at the Hockey for All Center.
Well, I think there's a lot of excitement. It's not necessarily because of what was done in the off season, but what is the opportunities that exist for those that are coming back and those that are pushing up from the bottom in the organization. There's a lot of people really interested to see what the Winnipeg Jets can do and build on another 52-win season last year. And with that comes a lot of excitement, promise, and certainly some passion when it comes to the fan base, which we always know exists in Winnipeg and in Manitoba.
Right off the hop, Barney's big messaging to us is he just wants to see compete. He wants that in practice, he wants that in games, he wants that in puck battles. I think that's what I expect out of this camp is there's a lot of young guys that are looking for the opportunity to earn their spot and earn their way onto the roster.
So just like any other training camp, I'm here to work, I'm here to try to earn a spot. There's obviously opportunity every time you step on the ice. Giving it my all, trying to be the best that I can be. And
I think Chevy's mentioned that, since the draft and free agency, that we do have some openings, we do have some spots to be fought for, and that's great. That's any player wants that opportunity to challenge for a job, and so it's theirs to go out and get an opportunity to do that.
I think I'm a big guy that skates really well. I think skating's my biggest asset, so try and use that as best I can, and trying to keep the game as simple as I can and just keep it as clean as possible.
Obviously there were some pieces that left, losing two great guys, two great hockey players in Schmitty and Dilly. I think for myself, for Stan, for Sammy, there's going to be opportunity there, and we're looking to help out wherever we can.
Yeah, obviously we lost a couple guys on the back end this year, so I knew there was opportunity coming in and was really excited about it. And, just trying to put my best foot forward and have a good preseason, good camp, and I want to be in that top 6 to start the year. So.
Okay, good job. Defense, that drill, that's all part of those playing fast. That's why we wanted that quick hitter on the second pass. You guys got to get one side of the ice and up. That's all part of the transition. So that's kind of the speed of what we wanted to do. So good job with that. Like they talked about, go the distance. You got to go the distance. You have to take it right to that post. So you're tracking, make sure. But again, all that you kind of get set and then go from there, right? Let's really talk.
What are some of the battles, positional battles you're looking forward to? How are you approaching that?
With a very open mind, I think. Again, one thing you can't control is, injuries or how things go in camp and stuff like that.
We don't know where we're going to be 2 weeks from now. Last year, Ville Hanola made our team, and then he was gone. He broke his ankle and changes things. So every day may be different because of injuries or whatever might happen.
Well, it's interesting because, as they're coming on the ice, you're starting to kind of go down your little track of how many players are on the ice, which is harder in training camp. And then all of a sudden you're kind of checking it because the storyline was so much about Ville coming into the camp, and then he's not out there. He's on the ice yesterday. Your head starts to wander, and everybody you're talking to, you're all kind of wondering, okay, where is he? What could possibly be going on? Is it injury related? You hope it's not injury related. And then it turns out that that's exactly what it was.
Scott O'Neill's just finished speaking. Ville Hanola has an infection in his ankle, which is related to a screw in his ankle from surgery last year.
Gets you in the gut there after what happened last year, and you're so excited about coming back. And but it's just, as I said to him, it's a setback, and these are things that make you stronger. And hopefully we can get it fixed 100% and go from there.
Last year he'd made this team, and the organization was quite emphatic about that. They weren't hiding from the fact that he was going to be one of the top 6 defensemen. But I feel real bad for Ville Hanola because it's been setback after setback for him in his pursuit of acquiring a National Hockey League job on the blue line.
We now move forward. Cole Perfetti is signed with the Winnipeg Jets. Deal got done last night. Cole back at camp today, all smiles.
What's going on? He's back.
A 2-year deal, averaging $3.25 million. And I think for most people, it's just a relief to have this done. Maybe no more than Cole Perfetti, who actually gets a chance to get back on the ice with his teammates while sitting out for the first few days of camp, waiting for this to get done.
Hey. Hey, buddy. What's going on? Not much, how are you?
I think there was a little bit of relief, more so just joy and excitement. And I told a couple of the guys that had some FOMO, just missing out with the guys. I mean, you don't really get to see them too much, and you see them at the rink and stuff like that on social media that they're at the rink, and you're just like, I wish I was there with them. So it was didn't fall behind, but just serious FOMO missing out from the guys. So glad I'm back. Yeah, it's nice to get that done. It's nice to be back in camp and with the guys. It sucks missing time, so it's just great to get that that contract done, and it was nice to walk into the rink today and have that feeling kind of gone and just being able to focus on hockey.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Come on, Blue. First net drive of the day, Lau. First one. Everybody's still in summer mode.
From interacting with Dean and Davis, the start, and in conversations with them throughout the summer, extremely detail-oriented, and I'm looking forward to working with both of them.
How long have I known Davis? Well, that goes way back to our playing days.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was new to the National Hockey League when I got called up in Boston. Dean was there. He was an established veteran D-man, and few games in, I got hurt, and he actually took care of me that night.
They had told him he had a doctor's appointment early the next morning, and he was in no shape to be driving or doing anything, so I had offered for him to stay with my wife and myself at our place, and that I would drive him in the morning.
An interesting evening, to say the least, but he did take good care of me once I got dinged up.
Well, you talk about your team and having chemistry and camaraderie. It's no different for coaches.
All right, fellas. It's showtime.
You want to have a good group that you respect. You can work hard together, but you can also have a few laughs here and there, and so far there's been no shortage of those.
Logan Stanley tweaked something during his pregame off-ice warm-up routine. Should be out a minimum of 4 weeks. So now Ville Heinola out with an injury. Logan Stanley, the Jets defense taking a bit of a hit here.
Yeah, usually you don't hear next man up mentality until about halfway through the year, but for Winnipeg it's kind of seeming like that's going to be the case coming right out of training camp, but that's why you bring in all these different names on the blue line.
In coaching, you can't kind of get hung up on it. It is what it is. You're going to have injuries.
First of all, you never want to see guys go down, but you know, it's kind of a next man up mentality, and
was looking forward to working with them and trying to take their game to the next level, and will continue to once they come back off injury.
Talked about having opportunities and battling for jobs, and guys have taken that and tried to put their best foot forward and make it hard on us, and they have. So
I think we're all ready to move on from preseason and get playing some meaningful games, but I think we're in a really good spot to turn that page. For the most part, we're a pretty similar group to you know, the team that finished, I think, tied for 4th in the NHL last year. You know, I think we're not really being talked about a lot amongst the league as you know, a team that did finish 4th in the league last year, and that should serve as motivation for us to, you know, try to obviously for ourselves prove the type of team we are and build off last season.